Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. With your Galaxy smartphone, you can sync up and access your Google Drive and OneDrive files natively. You can scan and convert text in photos to digital text using nothing but your camera. You can set your favorite Spotify song as your alarm clock. You can see deleted text messages. You can dictate text and send as a message instead of typing, and a few more things. Did you know that the inbuilt file manager on your Galaxy phone can actually get you access to your cloud storage accounts like OneDrive and Google Drive? And that way you don't actually need to install OneDrive or Google Drive separately on your phone. Just log in with your respective Google and Microsoft ID and your files will start syncing up immediately. And the biggest benefit of doing this is that it becomes so easy to sync up your files. For example, let's say you've got these 3 files or folders on your Google storage and you want to move them to your local phone storage. You can just paste them as if you were transferring files in the same phone. And it works vice versa as well. So if you've got files and folders on your phone that you want to just upload to Google Drive or OneDrive, you can do that. Just imagine how easy creating backups can be. Anyway, let's talk about the second one. I was quite shocked to know that a lot of my friends who use Galaxy smartphones don't know that they've got a document scanner built right into their phone's camera. And you don't need any third-party app to do that. And to do this, you just keep any document as flat as possible as you can on a flat surface, fire up your camera, and that's it. It's going to recognize, it'll identify that it's a document, and it'll give you this button called tap to scan. And when you do that, you can adjust the lines a bit to ensure that the margins are correct and hit save. That's it. You can even instantly convert that into a PDF. Just hit print and then save as PDF should be an option available with you. And here's the wild thing. You can tap on this text scan icon on the top right and the phone will start scanning that document and pull up all the text information which you can then just tap on, copy and paste it anywhere else. And you know what? I actually tried it on a much more complex document that I scanned using the phone and I hit extract text. Of course, it took a while because there's a lot of information here and it did it really well. So imagine you can convert any text on an image into an actual digital text which you can copy, edit and share, or you can even translate. It's amazing. And guys, before we move on, I'm trying to reach 300,000 subscribers. And there's no way I can do that without your support. It would be great if you could hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, and that would mean a lot. Alright, now let's move on. If you're a Spotify user, you can actually configure your Galaxy smartphone's alarm clocks to your favorite Spotify song. So just go into the sound of that particular alarm and choose Spotify. It'll give you some recommendations, but you can just choose your own song if you're a premium user. So you can choose a song that you really want to wake up to, and that's the tune the alarm would play. Next, most Galaxy smartphones have AMOLED displays, and using an AMOLED wallpaper not only increases your battery performance but also improves the longevity of your display. Now, most wallpaper apps have a category called AMOLED which feature AMOLED specific wallpapers, and the more a wallpaper has dark areas, the better it is. So definitely make this change. So a lot of times someone sends you a message and then they delete it and you're wondering what was it that they sent, and then there are third-party apps that do that. Galaxy phones have a built-in functionality where they keep track of all the notifications that came in, and that way, even if a text was deleted, you can view it. So if you go into your settings and go into notifications and then scroll down to advanced settings, you will see something called as notification history, which maintains a record of all the notifications that came to you, and even if someone removed a message, that would still stay there. Of course, you must have your notifications turned on for this. That is the notification history, as well as the notification for the app wherever you receive the message. If you use the Samsung keyboard, there's an amazing way to quickly write something down on your phone without typing. So just tap and hold the space bar, and as long as you keep the button pressed, it's just going to type anything that you say. Now, for this to work, obviously you must have the Samsung keyboard enabled, then go into its settings, into swipe, touch and feedback settings, and then tap on touch and hold spacebar. It's by default set to cursor control, just shift that to voice input. And another thing that you should do for higher accuracy is change your input language to exactly match, what you speak your language in. And there are a bunch of regional languages that are supported by Samsung keyboard, so go ahead. Now, I keep my location settings off all the time because it saves battery, but there are some apps like Maps that require location. And see how the location toggle turned on as soon as I opened Maps. And if I close it, it turns off, saving battery again. Let's say I open a ride-hailing app or a food delivery app. my phone is configured in a way that my location setting turns on when I open these apps. So it's a very simple Bixby routine that I have set on my phone. It's called auto location. It's created by me, and how it works is that if any of these apps that I've configured here open up, then turn on location, and if I exit, turn off location. And you can create it all by yourself. Let me show you how. Click on add routine. Then in the first condition, use app opened, and then select the apps that you want to apply this condition on. I'm just going to choose Alexa, just like that. And in the then part, just go into location. If you can't find it, you can search for it and just say that should turn on. Of course, the reverse functionality is already configured, so you don't have to worry about that. When you exit an app, it will turn off location by default and save you battery. And this way, I never have to worry about turning location on or off manually. It just happens on its own, turns off on its own, saves me a ton of battery. And by the way, I've created a full video explaining a couple of Bixby routines that I have created, and that works really well for me. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it in the top right corner. Do watch it at your time. And that's it, guys. Those were a couple of things that I think you must do or must set up on your Galaxy smartphone. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon. And now, a quick shout out to our sponsors, Squarespace. Firstly, it's a powerful and a very well-designed, intuitive platform for you to create your own website. You can connect with your audience and generate revenue using gated, member-only content. You can manage your members, send email communications, and have access to audience insights. You can create your own community and engage with them. You can use their powerful blogging tools to categorize, share, and schedule your posts too. They also have these extensions that take your e-com game to the next level. You can manage inventory, promote products, streamline bookkeeping, reconcile and file sales tax, and ship items all around the world. Obviously, you can display your social content on your website and push website content to your favorite social media channels. So go to squarespace.com and start your free trial. And when you're ready, just use this link. It'll be in the description as well. And you can get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.